Welcome to this week's edition of ONW Now. I hope you've had a great year so far. With weather warming up, graduation and summer are approaching.
Today, we bring you the latest news around the halls. Let's get started.
Have you ever wondered what the e-communication program is all about? eMagine, the e-com awards show, took place this past Saturday. Libby Bandy and Victoria Scarduzio have the story.
This past Saturday, Olathe Northwest held the annual eMagine Award Festival, honoring students across Kansas and Missouri who participate in film, web design, graphic design, and animation.
Students in each of the four strands of e-com, web design, video, animation, and graphic design are each required to submit at least one piece, while students from other schools may be required to do the same. If not, that's usually kind of at their own discretion.
The only requirement to enter is being a high school student who attends a school in the KC metro area.
I do recommend entering. It's very exciting. It's very rewarding to see one's own work displayed in front of a crowd of hundreds in an environment like that.
eMagine has traditionally been held here at Olathe Northwest for the past 11 years, so don't miss the next opportunity to attend.
It's so interesting to see the variety of work that students throughout the Kansas City metropolitan area can produce. It's really impressive to see what high school students can create and really what they're capable of pursuing in the future.
For ONW Now, this has been Libby Bandy and Victoria Scarduzio. Now back to the desk.
Congratulations to all the Northwest students who won awards for their hard work put forth this year.
Let's take it to Samantha and Lauren Medlock with the upcoming information about the bone marrow drive.
My name is Rachel. I had ALL and AML leukemia. It was pretty generic. Most kids have it, but I had two combined, so it was a little harder to treat, and that's why I needed a bone marrow transplant. I had my bone marrow transplant in October. It's actually just an infusion through an IV, a line placed in your chest, which is just like a tube, and then they put in the bone marrow that somebody donates just through like an IV bag. It saves lives, it really does. There have been so many kids who can't get matches and they don't make it, and I was just so grateful and so lucky to find a good match. And you know, if you are a match for somebody, you feel that you know you did something right and you helped someone. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for them.
Hi, I'm here with Lauren Medlock, co-chair of the Bone Marrow Drive. So what is the Bone Marrow Drive and how do you sign up?
The Bone Marrow Drive is a day-long event, and it's basically where people can register to join the registry for bone marrow donations. It's not actually giving the bone marrow the day of, it's just getting a chance to get matched with someone who needs it.
And is giving bone marrow painful?
No, it is 75% of the time it's just from the blood itself, and it's a few hour long process, and that's not painful at all. And then 25% of the time it is through your pelvic bone, which in the past was painful before pain medications and all that, but because of the development in medical, it's no longer painful.
So why is it so important to give bone marrow?
It's crucial to give bone marrow because people who are in need of a bone marrow donor are very rare, and to get matched with someone is a 1 in 10,000 chance, and you're one of the only people in the world who could save that person's life.
And when is the Bone Marrow Drive?
The Bone Marrow Drive is April 12th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Flex Theater, and yeah.
That's all I need. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
ONW First Robotics also had many victories this past weekend at Smoky Mountain First Robotics Regional in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Brandon Hernandez won the Regional Woody Flowers Award alongside Jordan Love. Also won the Regional Dean's List Award, and both of them will be competing at the World's Championship in late April. Now for the 5th year in a row, the First Robotics team won the Chairman's Award, and the ONW team 1710 will compete in the World's Championship in St. Louis on April 27th through the 30th.
Congrats to the First Robotics team on all their successes.
Prom is just around the corner. Be sure to tweet your promposals at Junior Class ONW for a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card.
Next, Matt Vanderslice and Riley Tomorrow have a recap of last week's soccer tournament.
Last Thursday, the Lady Ravens headed into their second game versus Shawnee Mission South of the Olathe Northwest Invitational Tournament after a tough 1-0 loss to Washburn Rural in PKs. Throughout the game, Northwest had many scoring opportunities with 4 corner kicks, but sadly none of them falling. Shawnee Mission South played tremendous defense the whole game, sending the game into another PK battle. ONW fought hard, but sadly fell short, losing 1-0. The Ravens then headed into their third game of the tournament versus the Park Hill South Panthers. ONW came out strong, scoring the first goal of the game in the corner by junior Kristen Boshin. After this, the Lady Ravens got on a high, scoring another 2 goals by senior Tatum Heller. The Ravens held the Panthers the whole game, giving them a 3-1 win. Congrats to the Lady Ravens, and best of luck on the rest of your season. For game day, this has been Riley Marrow. Now back to the desk.
Ravens on 3! 1, 2, 3, Ravens!
Nice job, ladies, and also our Lady Ravens softball team won both their games 7-0 and 9-3.
The Ravens track team went to one of the biggest and toughest meets of the year last Saturday for the Shawnee Mission South Relays. The Ravens won 5 events and placed high enough in others to win the meet on both the boys and girls side. Leah Wellman placed first in the 1,600-meter run. Brendan Watkins leaped his way to victory in both the triple jump and long jump. Jesse Rose took first in the 300-meter hurdles, and Rachel Mayberry, Camille Barfley, Allison Anderson, Delaney Schaefer won the 4x100-meter relay. The Ravens face another tough meet at the Olathe Invitational this Saturday.
The Ecom Senior Show will be held April 28th from 6 to 8. Make sure to come out to support your senior Ravens.
Officer Sebasto came in to give us some info about his weekly meetings. Let's take it to Tiaja.
I'm here with Officer Sebasto to talk about his upcoming meeting on Thursdays. What can you tell us about your Thursday meetings?
Well, my Thursday meetings is called Questions with the SRO, and I meet the first Thursday of every month in the health room, which is room 1827. And basically, I'm just there to answer questions that anybody has about the legal process or about being a police officer. I usually provide donuts, so they can come by and get a free breakfast. And I don't really have a topic that we discuss. I'll have kind of a subject of interest. And this week we're going to talk about the sending of inappropriate photos back and forth, like on cell phones or through social media. Just kind of the safety hazards with that and the kind of legal ramifications.
Why should students attend?
It's just a great way to find out more about law. I think obviously there's some laws out there that people aren't aware of, and that they can get in trouble if they actually violate those laws if they're not aware of what they are.
That's it for this week. For Samantha McHugh, I'm Tiaja Holt. Have a great week, Ravens.